well.
Are we organising together?
We are. It's a dream come true.
I love it. I love it. Oh,
I
do you
love
know
it
what?
too.
I spent the other night because I bought a lot of stuff to glue to my face because why not? And I've been putting them into little containers and I'm really enjoying it. So, you know how some of them come in packets and I'm like, this isn't user friendly. So I've been like decanting them into like little containers.
I have
I'm gonna
like
have
one of
to
those
do it.
jewelry boxes that you like, so like the ones that are like sectioned off and you can put everything. Then they're like,
yeah. So
I'm
I'm
quite
gonna
pleased with myself. I managed to do a full face in like 50 minutes ish.
I came with the bare face. I'll film after this though, so it's fine. It's
I
fine.
only did this because I was like, I need to do the thing for R&R, and I also need to put makeup in my face because I haven't done that for like a week, maybe.
Well, you know, self-care. Hello friends, how are we? How's it going? Quick recap. I am obviously going through my makeup and I'm organizing it. Mostly I'm just kind of going, okay, this is the vague area that it's going to go into, and ultimately I will end up sitting down and like organize, like properly organizing things. But for the moment it's like you go here, you go there, and I'm going through stuff that I may or may not want to keep. So from last week, I'll go through some things that are being given away. I'm doing a Patreon only giveaway with some of these bits and pieces. So there's a Revolution palette. It's the chilled one, the Birds of Paradise one. There's a Goof Proof Brow Benefit. There's two different Fenty eyeshadows, the 9 and the 10. There's a New Look matte velvet lipstick, and there's two Pat McGrath palettes because was fancy here. So
that's very fancy.
That's what was doing. And I can actually add a little something extra to that because I bought some stuff off Titmouse, and I will be putting in two Pastel Roses. One is the loose pigment citrine and the other one is aquamarine. And I'm going to be putting in the Titmouse eye topper of Natalia. Some nice things. Okay, I have some boxes in front of me, so I'm gonna pull them.
I'm just alphabetizing my Beauty Bay brushes right now because I have to put them back in alphabetical order.
I understand.
And I need to wash my brushes desperately because we're going to Cornwall in 3 days and my brushes are not washed.
Fair. I have this little box that Mrs. sent me, and because I'm horribly sentimental, I have kept it a year on and it's still here. And yeah, I have some little bits in that, mostly like skinny thingies. So I'm keeping those because I am trying to be a bit better with my face skin.
Skincare.
That's it. I have a Huda Life Liner, so that actually needs to go into my liner section. That goes over there. Ha ha ha. And I have some of those Huda matte and metal melted shadow things. And because I'm an idiot, I've used these, but I keep putting them back into the plastic because.
Is that the minty one, or am I just not?
Yeah, it's like a minty one. Hold on there. I
am just putting my palette in. Oh, someone asked on the thing because I'm trying to like read the thing at the same time. So that the R&R theme thing is something new, right? So it can be like a new technique or like a new product or like something.
New style.
So I did mixing warm tones and cool tones, and also wearing like I blotted it afterwards because I chickened out, but I was wearing like a bright orange lip, but then I chickened out and toned it down a little bit, but like stuff like that.
Nice. I was even thinking about things like you know, putting yourself into new situations like a first date or a first day at a job or anything. It's a very loose sort of a theme. Had full intention of cleaning my beauty room alongside you.
Oh, where have I gone?
That instead. That's fair, Emily. Okay, let's swatch this. Swatch. Ooh. Minty good. Nom is the technical terms, I believe.
Yes, scientific.
Yes, much science. All good. Yeah. Ooh, we'll put you back in. Yeah, I think Primark, or as we call it here, pennies, have been doing dupes of these, if I remember correctly.
I think they discontinued them, like, because I was asking someone about them, and I'm like, no, you can't. Oh, I like those, because I'm not about to spend like, I don't know how much they are, but I know they're too much.
I mean, let's not think about that because that's upsetting. And then I have another one here: French lace and diamond drip, and Wednesday and froyo. Let's swatch these also. And I need to actually get rid of plastic for once because I just keep popping them back into.
I keep mine in there because it makes me feel like my makeup is kept cleaner, but I know that that's not really, well, it kind of is, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to be a little bit less like whatever about it and just do it because I think if it's in the containers, I'm less likely to then use it because I'm like, oh, I have to unpack it. So they're quite nice. They're like pastel-y shades. So that one.
They're probably cheaper than the Stila ones, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Although, like Stila, it's so funny because like 3 years ago, Stila were like top of the game, and everyone was like Stila, and now so many people are coming out with dupes, or in my opinion, stuff that's better.
I mean, I've heard that the Stila ones run out really quickly, like as in that you go beyond bringing back from the dead really quickly. So it just seems like if you're going to spend that much, you better best believe it's going to last me like the full time that it's supposed to last for, if not longer.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, if I was going to spend more money on something, it would be because I want the longevity.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I'm not getting that, then I'm like, well, I'll go with a cheaper alternative. So this is Wednesday and froyo. So Wednesday is like the matte. So it's like a nice pale pink. And froyo. Yeah, like I think the metally bits are quite underwhelming, and they do crack quite a bit. And that's interesting because for me, I don't normally have stuff crack on me. So if they're cracking on me, you know.
Yeah, I don't really get much of that either because I think although my skin is definitely quite dry combination, my eyelids are quite oily, so it's almost like they don't tend to like dry out and then go cracky on me. But
yeah. And then I have a Kaleidos lip gloss. So that's staying. I do like that. Pop you up there. Okay, so that's like one little box. One tiny box. I'll put you over here. Oh, now I have a box here of other bits. So we'll go through this. Okay. And I'll put you guys here. I'm really bad at putting things places. Okay, this was the You Can Be Anwen palette, and it's the cellophane one. So it looks like this. You can get it on like Amazon and
I hadn't heard of this one.
Yeah, it came out a little over a year ago. It happened to come out around about the time that I think was it You Can Be, or one of those brands were dealing with like a lot of stuff around like asbestos potentially being in their products.
Oh, okay.
And Anwen is like, she's always used their stuff, and she like went online and was like, she did loads of investigating and was really transparent about it, and she was quite cool. But yeah, I got this palette. It was okay. It was kind of middle of the road. I know that Elena also got it, but because Elena can make anything work, she made this work.
Literally. So Elena could take my life and make it work.
She needs to do that for me, honestly.
Please. We'll rent you our lives.
It's just she has her SH1T together, you know. So this is a decent palette. Like, it's not, there's nothing bad about it. But I never reach for it. Like, because I have 5,000 things. So I think I'm going to put that into a little giveaway, because I think actually it does meet a lot of the color story of what you guys do end up liking.
Mm.
Because there's some nice colours in there. Charmer, Martin, how are you? How's it going? Take my life at work too, please. Basically, we're all just kind of going, Elena, help.
Elena, you've got a really big, potential for money making on your hands. I will pay you £5 for my life.
I mean, there you go. Okay, so the sweet shop, cotton candy.
Stop it, behave.
I mean, look, we all know this is staying. Like, I'm not.
I want the pistachio and the bubblegum ones. Like, even one, that's the pinky purpley one, right? Yeah, I don't even like pinks and purples, but it's beautiful. Like that second shade on the top, the shimmer, the purpley one.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
Wait, don't little swatches. Da, 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 da.
I just love how I went away and I'm like,
let's see.
Oh my god, it's
That's
so
nice.
beautiful. But having said that, I'm gonna rationalize it to myself by saying that Confetti by Pastel Roses is similar, but it's also duochrome. It's picking up way more blue than it actually is. It's actually like lilac.
You know what? I love the Pastel Roses are really starting to get their time in the sun.
I love that.
Really
like, it's Heather's fault. She's made me like she's created like a bond with the Pastel Roses that I cannot.
It's so funny though, because I associate our group as being like a constant lover of like a Pastel Roses and like anything a little bit indie, and I think that's really just really quite sweet.
I love these brands. I think that's where it's like they're consistent and they're pretty much always vegan and cruelty free. That's another thing I've noticed, which I'm all for. And like, yeah, they're sometimes a little bit more pricey than like drugstore, but then I feel like you're paying for the quality and also the fact that a lot of the time, like Pastel Roses, they're like pressed and everything. So I think it's worth it.
I mean, plus they're a UK indie brand. It's just nice to support something that's homegrown. Now I know I'm not UK, but like, you know, it's easily accessible for me too.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I just like seeing that, and they seem to have really good interactions with their customers, which again is something I love.
Yeah, like they actually do. I've noticed that recently. There's some brands consistently that if I tag a product that I use, it's usually like the Pastel Roses, but also like I've noticed Ico and Urban Decay, but also Lottie London. Like if I've used the products and I tag them, they usually like it. I mean, occasionally I get a cheeky comment. I'm like, it's nice when they do that. Like I feel like, especially because I'm not exactly, I'm not exactly a huge account on Instagram, so I think it's nice when they kind of like actually pay attention even to smaller creators. So it's quite nice.
I agree, because it's like, well, these are the everyday people who are buying their stuff and giving them support, because yeah, the big creators are going off and using their stuff and it does help, but it's the everyday user, it's them that are keeping their finances afloat. So I think it's nice that they recognize that. So yeah. But obviously I'm keeping the BH Sweet Shop. I mean, when they came out last year, I was like, they are ridiculous for making them a limited edition. I was so glad they listened and brought them back. So, I mean, I think it's one of the best things that they've done. So fair play to them. And
look what brush it is. It's a good old Jessup 237.
Oh God, that Jessup 237. If it was a human being, I would actually consider having it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have children, so that says everything. But I obviously have the pistachio palette as well.
Of course.
Because I have problems, deep-seated problems. Oh, and I mean,
I actually think I prefer the green one to the blue one, which has a lot, because I mean, blue and green are like this for me, but like this one is just amazing.
It's really interesting though, because I think our ranking of colors is very similar, because our top,
I mean, we are the same person.
I mean, I'm just saying. Obviously, I'm not getting rid of the pistachio. That's staying with me until I die. I might get buried with this. I'm going to need a massive coffin. Oh, yes. Wilma has
all the palette.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I'm just going to need a mausoleum, really.
It's
Although when I was with Missa, she was like, "What's going to happen when you die, like to your palettes and stuff?" And I said, "Well, actually, I think I would like to have a Hunger Games-esque type of thing. You know, like how at the beginning of the film they all shoot up. Well, in the book, but like in the film, they shoot up through these like tubes, and they have to wait until the
I can
bell sounds.
picture it, but I haven't actually seen them.
Yeah, but they have to run to like the thing called the cornucopia where all the weapons are, and that's what I feel this would be like. I'd have like this big mound where all the makeup would be, and then just everyone running. So
Just like a fight to the death. Just whoever is worthy of the makeup will be the last one standing.
that's what I feel. Like that's what
Yeah,
I feel.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
Hold on, Sylvia says she doesn't have any of those BH palettes. Sylvia.
Neither do I yet. Once I have money, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like I look at these and I'm like, these are like such Sylvia palettes. Like I just had it in my head that you had them. I don't know why I had it in my head.
It's just assumed too. Like there's so many people in our group where I'm just like, yeah, of course they have that. That's like that like comes with them. Like when they were born, that palette was there with them.
Wouldn't that be amazing if you were just allocated, you know?
But also, can you imagine, like after going through childbirth, you then have to give birth to palettes too?
It'd make an interesting after, and considering maybe it would put makeup brands off of doing the weirdly shaped palettes. Because do you remember the palette that came out a couple of weeks ago and it was shaped like a martini glass?
Yeah.
Imagine trying to put that out. Boom. I'll close the door there. Okay. Oh, right. I have an Illamasqua palette. Brand new.
Elon Musk. I was like,
yeah, I do. I have Elon Musk here as well.
Squish him.
Eat the rich. Oh my God. I saw AOC had a dress for the Met Gala that said,
and it had yeah. I was like,
I do find it funny that some people have kind of given out because they're like, it's like $30,000 for a ticket to the Met Gala, and I'm like, yes, but at least she's using that to voice a really important opinion, because most of the people who are at that aren't going to voice that.
No, they're going to benefit from that.
I would also marry her in the morning. I love her. Like I genuinely, I have very strong feelings towards her. I think she's
an incredibly strong and powerful and like admirable woman. Like she's just something else.
Oh, I love her. I just think she's fabulous. She's just fantastic. Yeah, I'm all for her. Anyone in the UK wanting BH palettes, Nina sells them on her.
Even if you're not in the UK, she will send them for. Obviously, postage will be more, but she will still send them to you if she can. Like Nina will go above and beyond for you. She's an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah. We love Nina. We love her. Na. But yes, I have this Illamasqua palette. It's the Electrify Artistry palette, and it looks a little something like this. It's quite nice.
Like, I don't know why, but it gave me like Urban Decay Wired vibes, but way turned down. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's like a decent sort of there's like a really nice kind of a glittery, sparkly shade here. However, I have had this for a while and have not used it. I can't believe I'm decluttering things.
I have been decluttering gradually because I've been looking at stuff to sell. But the other thing is there's a couple of bits on here, and I'll show them, like, just in case anyone wants them, that if someone just wants to pay postage on them, then they can have them, because iHeart Revolution gifted me a bunch of stuff and I don't feel comfortable asking for money for that because they gave them to me for free. So, but there's stuff I'm not going to use. It's not even opened. So
yeah, that's fair.
Well.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll put this palette into a Patreon only giveaway because it is a nice looking one.
And you know, Illamasqua is not inexpensive, so someone will get good use out of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little thing. I'm doing things.
You're doing things.
Yeah. Emily, I'm actually so proud of you for decluttering. I mean, I put it aside. It hasn't gone anywhere yet.
No, that's the next step. That's the cluttering bit. Decluttering.
Yeah, I think I'll just do a separate video on just like, here are the things that I have decluttered, so that I like have
just like, an empty desk. Like, I'm sorry, I'm keeping them all. Ha ha ha.
Hashtag plot twist. But like, I think if I at least have it like a video documentation of I have done this, then I will do it.
Yeah.
Because like
it's accountability. It's like being like, here you go, here's the evidence that I, here's the evidence that I actually did the thing.
Evidence and accountability. I'm sorry. Don't know an awful lot about that.
You wouldn't, would you? From where you've come from, would you?
No. Am I bitter? Yes.
Don't worry, we'll be bitter together.
Yeah, be fine. Okay. Oh, next thing then is the Makeup Revolution Tropical Twilight Tammy collab, and it looks like this. It's actually very nice.
That's pretty pretty, actually.
Yeah. And I got some use out of it, but not a huge amount, and it just kind of has been sitting here, and I haven't really done anything with it. So I think this can find a better home. And Patreon giveaway. And yeah, pop. Oh my god, I am doing well.
I need to get some antibacterial wipes. I want to clean my bag because I'm not going to show it to you, but it's looking a bit grubby.
Fair. I mean, I look a bit grubby, but there you go.
No, you don't. You could never.
Cecily, I know how much you love MUR, Teresa. I mean, here's the thing. I don't like. I think they're decent quality, but I don't like that they take
kind of
ideas
ethos behind it.
Yeah.
And no, I've actually grown to. Don't get me wrong. Some of the products are like my favorites. Like the super dewy blush and the super dewy skin tint. But actually, being in the group has made me realize like how kind of not great they're kind of like they just throw things out. Like not every idea that you have has to become a product. Like you can like vet ideas, and it just feels like they've kind of gone, in a meeting, it's been like, what do you guys think we should do next? And then take everyone's ideas and turn them each into it because they don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. That's kind of that's the kind of vibe I get. Yeah,
it's like that whole thing of like you don't have to verbalize every thought you have.
I mean, I do, but that's just a problem.
I mean, same. So like it has that same sort of energy to it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I have another one here. This is the Revolution. What is up with me in the Revolution? I blame, do you know what? Because I saw Elena is really bad for getting me to buy things. This is the Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette. And she used it and she made it look amazeballs. So I ended up getting it. Didn't end up using it. But Elena, again, she's just a bad person and like convinces me to get things.
Yeah, sometimes I buy things and then I like use them and I'm like, why doesn't this perform how it performed on them? And I'm like, oh wait, the skill.
I mean, I feel attacked with that statement, but also yes, true. So I know that there are fabulous people in the Patreon group who will effing make this work. So again, that's going into a givenness away.
A was away.
A baloo in your pop. There we go. I have a Maybelline Superstay Matte ink in what shade is it? Does it say? Where is it? Ah, yes.
On the bottom.
Artist. Yeah, I love these. I think these are so bloody good. Let's see. Beth says I have the Birds of Paradise. Not all the shadows are great, but I've hit pan on all the mattes. Those putty shades go crumbly quick. Yeah, I'd say so. Nikki then says, Cecily, you're not really missing out. I couldn't get the colors to perform on a palette that was highly rated. I tried 3 different primers too. That's interesting. I think they can be hit or miss in terms of their formula. 100%. I haven't had a matte, and I find that with them, if there's a collab palette, that's the one that's going to be really
all their
good.
Food palettes can be slightly better actually.
What's that
but
about?
There's too many of them. But yeah, no, I think definitely they're collab palettes, and I don't know whether it's because obviously they're doing it with a creator, that's someone's name on it, so they're going to have more involvement perhaps in the process, I suppose.
Yeah. And then I have a Revolution Pout Bomb in the shade Juicy. Unopened, haven't used it. I think that should, will I be good and put that into, I think I will. Oh my God.
I think you will.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's happening.
You're growing. You're becoming
So
a whole new person.
the Grinch's heart grew 3 times its normal size.
And that's when he realized he needed to go to the
It's a very serious
organ.
medicine. Very serious. I have an Urban Decay Naked Skin color correcting fluid in the shade green. It does actually work for me quite well on the instances of like
redness and stuff.
Yeah, so that stain, I need that because my skin is hashtag problematic.
Speaking of skin, I don't know if you can get Face Theory in Ireland, but they are fantastic and they have a 365-day return policy, and it was amazing because obviously you can't try something out and in 28 days and return it in terms of skincare. And literally, like, I have this like oil cleanser from them that I really didn't get on with, and I let them know and I said, oh, I'm gonna try this product next, which is a different cleanser, and they literally said, don't worry about returning it, and they sent it to me for free. And it's like a 11-12 pound cleanser, so it wasn't like a really cheap one, but they don't have any fragrance in them, no essential oils, no anything. I really recommend them. Like, my skin has been better, apart from me picking it and destroying my own life. It's been better.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Nice. Next one I have then is BPerfect, and I have some lashes, and I do like their lashes. This is Inspire, and they do work for me with glasses, so I don't go for super dramatic, not because I don't like them, but because I have glasses and I don't want the whole like
strokey face.
Like it's too much. So I'm gonna put you there. Flap. Yeah. And I have a Revolution Soap palette, and it's the Extra Spice, not even opened. What's happening? That needs to, that's going as a Patreon giveaway. I'm so proud. I think I should be given a medal. Frankly.
You know what you could do, which would be really bad, but also just really ironic, and I'd probably love it just for that. You could treat yourself to new makeup for getting rid of your old makeup.
I like this thought. I like this.
You're also not getting rid of it or wasting it. You're giving it away, so why not?
Yeah. And I mean, it's to my Patreons, and I know that they'll actually get good fucking use out of it. This is the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock palette, which has the most fabulous green shimmer in it, and I really do like this palette.
That really looks like a Juvia's Place palette. One of the Juvia's Place palettes. The packaging.
It's so freaking good. And I will say, I also like. Oh, I mean, this green. Hold on. Let's get it in correct light.
Ooh, that's pretty. I like that.
That is beautiful. And I would never ever get rid of this because Elena gave it to me for my birthday last year, and I look, even if it was crap and didn't work, I would still keep it because I am that person that just keeps things based upon. I mean, I have a box that Mrs. sent me that has writing on it, and I'm like, I'm keeping this until the end of time. Na 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 na. It's like, well, Teresa, get your shit together. I have a Juvia's Place palette here, and it's the Festival. Now, I love Juvia's, love them, but I bought this and I haven't reached for it at all. How bad? Yeah.
But then I'm not one of those people who likes to do their look with one palette, unless it's like the bright mattes, because obviously that's all matte, so I can't really. But like, I wouldn't look at that and know what to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I could do something about it. I'm being really weird today. What is happening? Yeah, but I think I will actually, like, it's a beautiful palette. really nice. I actually think a lot of this you could use as like a face palette.
Oh yeah, like that corally, like for someone who, well, for you, the like corally shade.
And their pigment is bananas. So I'm gonna put this away from my Patreons. There we go. I am doing well. I'm doing stuff. Okay, I got this last year, and I'm an idiot. I mean, that goes without saying. For the Christmas, because this is right. Fucking Christmas. I don't like Christmas. I find it really depressing. It's all like, be thankful. Bah, 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 bah. But the thing is, if you've lost a family member, it's all like really depressing. And you're like, oh, they're meant to be here. So lots of things come out come the holiday season, and I'm already in a not great mental space. And I don't know if you know this about me, but to bar my feelings, it's look, it's less self-destructive than some of my other behaviors.
You're also not doing drugs. Like I pointed myself out the other day that like I said to Michael, look, I may be eating like way too much junk food, but it's better than like it's not crystal meth. It's like a donut or whatever. So it could be worse.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, you understand me.
I understand completely.
So like when it comes to the holiday, I just end up buying holiday shit that I don't necessarily need or want, but I'm like, I'm sad.
Just up to cut.
So I end up getting these, and they're still in the bloody box. But you know what? I'm actually going to keep them because they're actually quite cute. So
what are they, like mini lipsticks?
Little glosses.
Oh, they're cute.
And yeah, I just think they look cute. And you know what? Let me have things. You know. I'm not angry at myself. I think I've done well.
I think you've done very well. So.
I mean. Then the next bit is. Oh yeah. Okay, I know instantly by looking at this box, I'm probably going to end up keeping all of this. Okay. Hello. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the wild Teresa gets distracted in her natural habitat.
It's a wonder I get anything done. Okay. I have the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette.
Well, that's not going anywhere.
That's not going in it. The Circus Lurcus. Look, it's like what me and Wilma and Heather were kind of saying, that like Natasha, when she does color, it's like a safe amount of color. So, for somebody who wants a little walk on the wild side.
Yeah, like that. I like neutrals, but I want to be a bit more adventurous. I want to spice up my makeup life.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of like I've gotten babysitters for my kids, and now I've put on a pair of leather pants and I'm going out with the girls. Like, and I'm like, okay, you live your best life. You
do that
yourself, and I don't hate it. I enjoy it. So this is obviously yeah. Oh, not Sonia. I have the BPerfect Carnival 3. And because I am horribly clumsy, I managed to break the mirror on it by like leaning on it. But it's still totally fine. Good palette, It is what it is. I'm obviously keeping that. The Beauty Bay Sunset Horizons. FU Beauty Bay, horrible customer service, but my God, can they make a bloody palette?
And then take it off the thing. Is that still on though, isn't it? That one?
Yeah, that one's still there. So
that's
like
only one of the 20 pans, right? That's like they're introduced.
Yeah.
But they haven't like taken down. Especially the wilderness one. I'm like so annoyed for people because at least with the Book of Magic, they kept it out for a couple of months. This was literally like, I swear, less than a month.
Yeah. But this is where I've gotten to the point that if I see anything from them that I like, I just will assume it's going to be limited edition, and I will get it. That's
why I got it on the first day that I could, in terms of like that was a no-buy day, like the first of each month, because I was like, I'm not risking it.
Sarah just said, so the Sweet Shop palettes are on BH Cosmetics for €13.45 each, which is about £13.
Huh. Oh,
well then.
I don't usually go for these colors. I usually go for like blue, green, always. But thank you.
I think it
Something
looks
definitely.
cute. And Mrs. said she's covering someone else's shift, so she can't believe she's missing that. Disgraceful.
I can't believe you either. It's like.
Yeah. And then Terry says, recently treated myself to Natasha Denona's purple blue palette. I know the one, and was surprised how colourful it actually is. It's beautiful. It is, and it blends really nicely. I think it's Natasha Denona. It's expensive. My God, is it expensive? And if you can get it on sale, you get it on sale. But it's one of those ones.
Do them a lot, like not copy. You see, Still Unique seems to do them a lot half price, like just randomly. Like that's like the what was it, the bronze face palette that I enabled Emily to buy.
Yeah, I just think they're really, really good, you know. I only wanted that BPerfect palette because Missa does the prettiest looks with it, but I know I surely wouldn't, so I didn't bother getting it. Nikki, yeah, I totally hear you, Nikki. But do you know what? With that palette, with the Carnival 3, you could get the W7 one.
Yeah, that works.
I saw it in TK Maxx actually the other day when we were up north for £9.99.
My gosh.
Yeah, I was like, wellity. I have the BPerfect very first Stacey Marie collab, the Carnival one, and it's been fairly used, but I can see a couple of enablers getting some really good use out of this. So
corner is like calling me. Yeah.
So this is going into an enabler giveaway. What I'm going to do with the enabler giveaway is, because I have quite a few Patreons and I want to have as many opportunities for people to win things, I might have it so that there's several, like once I have everything together, I'll have it so that whoever's name is picked first, they have a pick of 3 items.
That's a really nice way of doing it, actually, because then it's kind of like everyone, well, not everyone, but like a lot more people get to kind of, I like it when they split like giveaways between people, because it gives more people a chance to win and stuff. And like, if I'm being honest, like a lot of the time, like in giveaways and stuff, like especially with brands, they do like a lot, like their whole new line or whatever. So it's loads of eyeshadow palettes, and it's like, how many can each person use, really? Like, I feel like, you know, one new palette for everyone, let's say, for example, is like nicer than maybe like 50 palettes for one person.
That's what I was kind of thinking, that if I do something like that, it makes a lot more sense. So,
yeah, that's how I'd do it if I never gave away.
And I have so many people who are like, oh, I never win anything, and I'm like, okay, if I can have it then, so that statistically more people could like get something. It's also going to cost me a bomb to send it out to people, but whatever. Like, I'll just do it gradually. Like, I'll do it gradually. So
what if you did it so that, like, maybe, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us wouldn't mind paying postage, or you could like work something out with us. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I'll figure it out. Like, I'll put something aside. The Cash Beauty palette, the color trip. Do you know what? I was so impressed with this that I ended up buying some more stuff off of her recently, and it's. You know what? I just like seeing like Irish creator. She was treated so badly by Sosu. Yeah, and I like seeing that she's doing so well. It's really nice to be able to support her. So I'm like, and I loved the lashes that came with this, to the point that I bought another 4 pairs.
That's such, you know what I'm going to say. That is just such a an us thing. I like this. I will buy some. Actually, not even that. I liked this top so much, given it was just Primark. So I did buy it in 3 other colors, but I also bought the black one, 3 of the black ones, and then 2 of the like other colors, because I was like, I don't want this to ever be without. I don't want to ever be without this top in my life.
Tell me you're neurodiverse without telling me you're neurodiverse.
Classic.
Like, hi.
Hello.
When I was up north with Sahil, I just kept eating the same sort of meal over and over. And he was like, do you not want to change? And I was like, I'm in a new environment. There's a lot of new things happening. I can only I can only deal. Oh, Anne Marie, what happened was Kaylee had the was it the Urban Bible palette with Sosu, right? And that had done really, really well. It was their collaboration. But then Sosu were coming out with the Urban Bible again, but were essentially taking Kaylee's name off of it, and like she wasn't getting any royalties, and they were it was really dodgy, really, really dodgy. Doesn't everyone do that? I do it with Tard. See, Brianna, I understand you. She's just started doing lashes as pairs instead of big packs, and I'm going to buy 4 daggers and trans lashes. Yes, Emily. Trans is the one that I'm like currently like, nah, glue it onto my face. Yes. Okay. No, I will continue. I'm doing really well. I'm doing well. I'm very proud of myself. It's a happy.
Sweetie.
Okay. We have. See, you can tell this is like the box of like newer, much loved stuff. This is my Lois Cosmetics Gone Rogue.
Holy shit.
Obviously, I'm getting rid of this. JK.
Along with the owner. Oh my god.
I love this.
By the way, for anyone like who we love Lois, we're only watching.
Like Lois is an annoyingly lovely human. I love this palette so much. It's just everything blends together so nicely. I think what I love is that I can actually mix the shades in this to make something else. Like,
I really need to get my hands on one of her palettes. I just don't know which one. I mean, Rose Metals, but it's still so beautiful that I even would consider that one.
I love it. I love it. Like even some of the shades in that I just use, I have it like right, like directly in front of me. I use it sometimes as like a highlighter, and I just, it's one of my, like if I had to go out, if all of my collection went tomorrow, the first things I would be repurchasing are Lois's stuff. It's just how it is. Like I know I can have it. I know that her stuff will work for me, that I don't have to think about it. I can get something that I'm happy with, you know? Oh yes, Missy is getting her first Lois Cosmetics. She's getting the underworld. Very excited. Yeah, you can mix memory. It's absolutely nuts. Some of the colors that you can mix together. And I only realized that from talking with Lois, and I saw some pictures and I was like, wait, how did you get that color?
You get that from that?
Yeah, I was like, hold on, because like she'd done this amazing grungy green murky thing from the Gone Rogue, and I was like, there isn't any like grungy green colors in that. How the F did you do that? And she'd like mixed the Walk in My Shoes along with Nonconformist, so that deep purple and that yellow, and it made like this murky green, and I was like, what absolute witchcraft is this? So I love it. And I'm not, yeah, I will not be parted with it. Lauren, my wife is live and I didn't know. Disgraceful YouTube, disgraceful for not saying anything. Martin, our little charmer, says that he loves the orange on you. Netch. I
also like not blue greens more often, because honestly, I don't wear, and I don't hate this at all, actually.
Yeah, it looks beautiful on you. You have the skin tone for it, like, because it just brings out all your natural undertones. It's gorgeous. I love mixing white into colors to make them more pastel. Yeah, that's fair. That's why the likes of Elena is always saying you gotta have like a black and a white in a palette.
Okay.
It's just it works. Okay. Next thing then is the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. I got this not that long ago. I do plan on doing something with it. I really like Lunar Beauty's formulas. That's not going anywhere. That is staying. I have the BPerfect XL Pro palette. So that's the second one. I also really enjoy this. So that is staying. I do get a fair amount of, despite I'm very light with a brush. That's why it tends to look fairly neat. I don't dig into my palettes very much.
I don't like it to be all like everywhere.
Yeah, stresses me. So that is staying. Like I said, this is a lot of this is like stuff that's staying. Fucking Hourglass, right? I get annoyed because I do actually like their products. This is the thing. Like, I have quite a few of their things that I've bought in the past. But I mean, look at what in the Caucasian. Like,
I'm looking at that and I'm just becoming increasingly dark just looking at that palette in rebellion.
I mean, hello, melanin. Hello, hello.
Oh, you did not
Things.
died on YouTube, okay? Because I have this pillow because I'm that short that I need a pillow even if the chair is at its maximum height. And I was like leaning across, my pillow slid out from under me, and I was just like,
Nice. Fair. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting on the floor of my makeup room because my life's a disaster. But I think this was from like 2 years ago. I actually really love their stuff. That's the thing. Like, it's so good.
use the
I just get annoyed with them. I'm like, what? Why?
We as people of color don't like makeup. Why would we want makeup?
I mean, do you know what? It's really funny because I remember reading somewhere that POCs actually spend twice the amount on makeup as Caucasians. So I'm like, just even financially, this makes no sense. And
people say the opposite. People have to say there's less demand, and it's like, but there isn't. The reason that we probably spend more is because there isn't as much out there for us. So the ones that do it can put a bit more of a premium on it because they're the only ones offering it. Whereas if everyone, there you go.
And there's a lot of data to show huge brand loyalty, because if a brand has gone to the quote unquote effort of ensuring that you're included within their shade range, people don't tend to then leave because they're like, no, you've always taken care of us.
I'm not in the chat.
Hmm?
Have you seen what the what Lauren's just said in the chat, that she finds it ironic that Hourglass palette is called the Ghost palette?
And I am a Victorian ghost. 'Twas made for me, Lauren. Made for me. And it annoys me because it is lovely, but my God, I'm not even. No.
Like it, like that's not also like how. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be like, as much as like there's certain brands I won't support. I'm also like, if there's stuff for you, there's stuff for you, and you use it. I don't mind.
Oh, like, they have my money. I bought this ages ago. I'm not buying any more stuff off of them until they cop the F on. But they have my money. I'm gonna bloody use it, right?
Exactly, right?
I just get annoyed with them. And right, well, we'll be talking about on releases and rants this week, but they've come out with 2. They're like, we're making an effort, and I'm like, are you?
Even then, I don't think I'd really be able to like get away with any of those shades. Apart from maybe one of them, and even then, it'd be like, instead of it being a bronzer, it'd probably be like a face powder for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's their effort.
Thing that's
like, it's better than what they've done before, but I'm like, lads, this still isn't enough. Like, it's ridiculous.
Hi, Daniela.
Oh, Daniela, hello, my love. Yeah, so I'm keeping this, obviously. I have a Milk Hydro Grip Primer that I ended up just getting as a free sample. I'm keeping that. I have a Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blusher in the shade Fake the Flush.
Favorite. That's the one that I have in my everyday makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I got these a while ago and hadn't had a chance to try them, so I'm keeping that. It's in Fake the Flush. I have a Benefit Girl Meets Pearl. It's a sort of it's a primer. I like it. It works well for me because, you know, they love their Caucasians. They do. Then the Revolution Soap Highlighter. It's really good. Yes, Emily, I heard that the Milk Primer is the same as the Elf Mint Primer. Yeah, for a long time. This was the only thing of its kind, and then the
ingredient do that.
Yeah. Dun, 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 wow. Marie says, you're making me want that Hourglass palette. Look, Amory, it isn't worth the money, right? It's nice and I enjoy it. However, I'm not going to be going out and buying it again. So I wouldn't be like, oh my God, go and run, go and run. You can get just as good stuff from other companies. You can, like, honestly. Wilma, I would be impressed if one of these non-inclusive companies did darker shades for POCs and ignored the Caucasians that they usually cater to. I don't think any of us whites would be insulted. Seriously. Hells yes.
I mean, I just want makeup there to be makeup for everybody, but I feel like, you know, why don't we see that? You know? Because I guess it's when the dilemma of not finding your shade, then you're kind of, you want to think about everyone because you don't want other people to, I guess.
Well, I guarantee if that happened, there would be an effing outcry. And I'm like,
they've already tried that in previous place.
Yes.
They haven't really shade range. It's that they were saying they're not designed, saying that they weren't designed for people that were not people of color. And I was like, but the shades are there. Like, I didn't understand, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care if a brand came out with something that didn't suit me because, like, I have loads of options. But I mean, I was with Sahil at the weekend going through like makeup, and bless him, he did try. He like had that glazed over look, but we were going through like foundations and bits and pieces, and I just had him next to me, and I was like, "There's so many brands that you just could not ever try." And he is not very dark skinned. He's what they would refer as golden.
Yeah, I think he's probably quite similar to me from what I can see. I think probably in terms of tone, I'm like a medium deep but golden undertone.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Sarah then wants me to swatch the Hourglass. Yeah, let's swatch it, the Ghost palette. So they're very pretty. They are very pale though, right? And you're gonna see it. As in, you're not gonna see it because they are very pale.
Well, I will one day. If I come and see you in Ireland, we should just swatch those on me just for
Not if you are coming to me, like that will happen. But do you see, like, and I'm white, like I'm super white, like they fit me perfect. But can you see how they are not very inclusive, like at all? And then the last two shades are like bronzy shades. Now I say that with like air quotes. Perfect for me. Perfect. I cannot fault them in that sense because they are excellent for me. However, I am in any brand, it's very easy for me to get a foundation because I am always the lightest shade. The lightest shade that you can possibly find. That's me.
You ever found a brand that's not the case in?
No.
Amazing.
Honestly, like that's how it is. And there have been times where I've gone for the lightest possible shade and it's too dark for me.
I have to be honest, I can think of a few brands that they start quite dark, although that it's not even that they start dark, it's that their undertone's already immediately quite orange.
Yeah, and I'm pink, like little marshmallow. Sarah, OMG, where's the pigment? Yeah, like I said, fucking perfect for me. Perfect for me because there's a lot of like setting powders and like I like quite a soft blush. But yeah, I'm really actually, Sarah, really good idea to swatch that because you actually can really see, for context, just how pale the Hourglass palettes actually are and how non-inclusive they are, where they're just about showing up on me. And I like, you literally, I'm paler than Missa. Like Missa thinks it's hilarious how pale I am. Why are so many brands so orange? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Ooh.
I have to sort of reorganize this.
That's fair. That's fair. I have and NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Chantilly. I think this is maybe the 6th one I have, because I'm already hitting pan on another one.
Wow.
I love this. That's going into my concealer drawer. In you go. Hi. You'll be safe here, I promise. For a while. For now. Until death comes to us. I don't know where that fucking came from. Okay, I have a load of Revolution stuff that I do actually genuinely want to try. So I got these and never ended up using them because I'm a fucking idiot. I have 3 different Makeup Obsession sort of liners and they look really cute. So
Makeup Revolution ones. There was one that was blue and there was one that was pink. They're okay, but don't get them anywhere near your like actual eye, because I made the mistake of that and honestly my eyes felt like it was burning. Like it was not good. So just be a bit careful.
Yeah, these are the Makeup Obsession ones. So they're like glittery liners, and one is like a more a metallic type thing. So yeah, I'll pop that up here to include with my liners. So yeah, and then I have some more Satin Kiss lip liners from Revolution. So one is White Wedding and one is Heart Race. So yeah, I mean, they're good. I'll be keeping those. Don't mind a good lip liner. Actually, their lip liners are pretty good.
I really like them, but I really like them.
Yeah. And I have my Suva liners. I love these. But I do think they're not as relevant now that we have other things like Glisten Cosmetics and Sheen Cosmetics. Like I think they're really bloody good.
Now that they came out with that flavors.
Yeah. But we have Dance Party, Grape Soda, Acid Trip, Tracksuit, which is actually I really quite like that because it's quite a deep sort of a blue. I think that's quite different. And of course, Fanny Pack, which is a fucking terrible name. Like it makes me feel a little bit unwell, but I like the color. So obviously keeping all of those, I love them. Ooh, is that Peacock?
She knows.
I know me, my things. So that's going into my liner drawer.
Yes, it wasn't the Precious Stone letters. One in tub. I don't know whether they still do them. Victoria.
Hello, lovely. There we go. Put that in there. That makes sense. I've missed a few comments. I'm going to go back. That's me, Teresa. And recently I found a shade too light. The lightest Fenty Eavesdrop is almost too light. Basically the color of white paint. Oh, interesting. I think I ordered that. I've yet to try it. Because I have problems. Sarah, it would probably work for me because I'm pale, but I just won't pay for Hourglass prices. And you're right, Sarah. You're absolutely right. Emily, cheek products from Georgia and Natasha have become some of my favorites. They're black owned and I think their range is quite good for their cream and powder bronzer, loose and press hair powder, highlight and blush. Yes, and they've been really innovative, you know, even in terms of like putting the cream and the powder product together. I thought that was so interesting. Yeah, I thought that was quite cool. And then Beth says, Gaia, were they from the Neon collection? I got the blue and yellow and they do really sting.
So they were from the Precious Stone collection or something.
Oh, Megan, am I still doing my project plan? I am, but I'm not like documenting it. I actually ended up like totally using up a couple of products there recently, like skincare and like concealers and bits. So I've had to bring some new things into rotation. I'm almost done with 2 foundations and I want to show you. I'm sorry, we'll just totally come off topic. Bum, bum, bum. 'Cause you've asked, and this is where we are now. Hello. So I had just opened a NARS, I think about 3 months ago, and look,
Dang.
I love that so much. This number 7 pressed powder.
Is it actually, do you think, a dupe of Charlotte Tilbury one?
I think it's actually really good.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm trying out different powders because I'm liking the KVD Locket one, actually. That's what I'm wearing today, and I've been really liking it. Like, it means that my smile lines don't crease as much.
Oh, I like. Yeah. And then I have a blush here that's pretty much almost entirely done. I'm so proud of myself. And then 2 cream blushes from Colourpop. Again, really good pan hit on these. Like, I am doing it behind the scenes. 2 cream ones, another highlighters by Colourpop. Again, good pan hit on those.
Little neon stars, they're cute.
Oh, they are adorable. I like those. I have a good amount of this gone, the High Beam from Benefit. I love that. I actually think it's really good. I've gotten rid of a number of primers recently that I've just like worked through. My Benetint is quite low. You can see there isn't a lot left to this. So I'm actually doing quite well. My foundation, almost gone. So pretty placed. And also near towards the end of this as well. So actually, I've been doing pretty well in terms of my panning. So medals for Teresa, please. Da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. So yeah. Victoria says I need to try NARS. Yeah. One thing I will say is they're not cruelty free. So if that's important to you, you know, stay away.
Yeah. But yeah, they're not cruelty free. And like by the time I could get to affording concealer, then I'd gone cruelty free.
Yeah, they are really good. That's the thing. Emily says I've seen a bunch of people compare them side by side and say number same is the same as Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think I did quite well in terms of my panning. I'm terrible with eyeshadow. Like, I don't even want to try panning eyeshadow.
Anything, you know. No, actually, I lie. But like, I'm not nearly running out of my primer. But because I've not really been doing makeup for that long, I mean, I've been doing it properly for like a year and a half. So I don't really have many things that I've panned really at all.
Yeah. See, I do just make sure I put stuff that I'm using into a rotation, and yeah, my project panning is good, but I just found that nobody was interested in video. Like, they were like really low rated, so I was like, yeah, I won't bother. I'll just do it on my own time. So, but I am still doing it. Okay, then I have Revolution, just a salicylic acid. Oh, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, my friend Beth got that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Like, oh, I will be doing a video on this very soon. This is a UK-based brand, Charlie Betty Beauty, and I mean, look at this palette. Look at this. It's called the Earth Palette.
That gives me like
Blood Money vibe.
No, I was going to say like the Elf. You know, they had that like earth and water palette or whatever, vaguely, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah. So I'll be doing something on this, and they also have some nice like liquid lipsticks as well, because I thought the shades were nice. So that's an upcoming thing. And then oh yeah, I have come back, you feisty thing. No, silly thing. I have a Max Factor Cream Puff Pressed Powder in translucent. I actually don't mind using this sometimes on my face, so I'll keep that. I have a load of stuff from K Rose B Beauty, like a load of pigments. So like I'll be keeping all of these. Like, I think they're really cute. Like, there's some really cute little like glitters. and I mean the pigments are really nice.
Oh, where did you say those were from again?
K-Rose B Beauty. So it's a UK brand. I don't know if they're still operating, but they are really very affordable, and I got some really nice stuff from them, like quite cheaply. Like most of their stuff are like 99p, £1.50. Yeah. So like I mean that's why I have so much of them. Yeah. Because I did a big order and just like got a chunk of stuff. And yeah, they're really good. Like I have never had any problem with them. I need to like sort them properly and like give them a good home that isn't this box. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I have Anarchy from K-Rose B, and it's so pretty. Yeah, K-Rose B is really good, and they did amazing sponges as well. I did buy like 20 of their sponges because if I like something, I will buy it. And sponges were really cheap, and they're really soft, but they don't soak up too much product. So, you know, they're really good, and it's like I said, it's an indie UK brand, so I'm all for that. Yeah, I think I've done pretty well on that because I'll be keeping all of that. But there is some stuff obviously that has gone to the Petron giveaway, and I'll pop that in here, and I will pat myself on the back and tell myself I'm a good little something. That works. Yeah, you go over here. So as a quick revision of what we put in for today, quite a few things actually. Dun dun dun. I think we did well. Okay, there is a Revolution Pout Bomb gloss. Yeah, the owner is Kelly. Yeah, that's right. So a Revolution Pout Bomb gloss, a You Can Be Anwen palette, the cellophane one, a Makeup Revolution Tammy palette, which is absolutely fabulous, so pretty, an Ilamasca Artistry palette, the original BPerfect Carnival palette, a Juvia's Place The Festival palette, the Revolution Extra Spice Soap palette, and a Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette. So yeah, some more bits to pop into a giveaway there. I don't think is the absolute worst. So
I'll show you what I've done with this little thing that I had in front of me. It's by no means finished. How do I turn this around?
What you do is you yeah, I think you've got it. You go to more, I think it's a camera, and then you can choose then the settings as to.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. So this is what I have.
Oh, that looks nice.
So next time, this is like stuff that doesn't go in here. Well, obviously, that's not a justification for why it's in there, but because it doesn't go in the other place. But I need to sort that out.
I think it looks good. You did well. Do you know what? I think I'm done for today.
I think I'm done.
Full boxes, and I also have to film with the Antidote palette. Because I did actually end up getting it, because at the end of the day, Stacey Marie was very, very nice to Daniela, and I was like, screw it, I like her, I do want to support her, so I ended up getting it, even though I'm a bit off with BPerfect themselves for various reasons. But
very lucky.
Yeah, she's very, very nice. So I was like, nah, fuck it. Like, she deserves the support. So I went off and I got it. So I'm gonna film with that possibly tonight.
Do we think that the next episode is coming Thursday?
Of shitty reviews or reviews of shit? I think I will. Yeah, I have to sit down and like edit it, because my brain has not been doing very well.
Well, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't.
Yeah,
because we filmed the next so at some point those will be here.
I mean, they've been filmed. It's just a matter of me sitting down to like edit it and put it together.
Especially because we've talked a lot of shit.
Like, if it doesn't come up this week, then it's going to come up next week. Because I was very bold and I didn't even put up a video for today, because I'm an idiot. So
this.
Oh, I wish I had lovely thick hair like that.
It's actually like I breathe and it gets knotted.
Yeah.
Have
Well, you know,
chops enough for you. In the
you
pub.
can't have it all. You can't have it all, Gaia. You have beautiful, lustrous hair, but my lord, will it tangle? Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with my Patreons to see who wants to come live with me next week to do more sorting. So drop a message in the WhatsApp.
I'm still being Cornwall.
Damn you for having a life. But yeah, I'll put a message and see who would like to join me, and we'll sort it. I'm monetarily challenged. I get you, Kimberly. I mean, I'm thinking of robbing a bank, frankly. So, I mean, not robbing a bank.
No. We would never do such a thing. Oh, look, my eye's twitching.
No. Oh, my eye has been constantly twitching over the last couple of months. I think it's just...
That was what you said on that video that you sent to the group. I noticed, that was the first thing I noticed. I was like, I see signs of psychological distress. Must intervene.
I've just given in, and I'm like, oh, this is just my life now. It's just this eye twitches constantly, and I'm like, oh, okay. Permanently stressed. Oh well. Anyways, right, I'm gonna fuck off and I'm gonna stare into the ether for a while and then film with the antidote, because that will be the antidote to all of my problems. It won't be, but like, it'll be nice makeup. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me, guys, and whoever wants to join me next week, just like message in the WhatsApp and we'll sort something out. Love you guys. Mwah.
Bye.